Hey guys, I've been getting this question a lot, how to view the profit graph slash profit curve on TastyTrade so that you can see where you'll make money, where you'll lose money, and all the specifics about it, especially for people who are new to the TastyTrade broker. So let me walk you through that so that you can understand all these numbers for your trade. So if we dive into this right here, first thing you need to do is you need to use the desktop platform. So you can go to tastytrade.com and go under trading platforms, and then go into desktop and download the one that works best for your desktop. And so that's kind of the best way to structure this. Now, if we go back into the platform here and we structure a trade, I can show you exactly how this works. So by default, this is what your platform will look like when you click on trade right here and then go to the trade mode, which is what it will be by default. Again, let's say we want to structure a strangle trade, or let's just do a 1-1-2 trade. So we go out to the 90-day mark roughly, and this is just how I typically set one up. I buy the one closest to 25, and I sell the one closest to 23, and then 2 at the 7 delta mark. So something like this is how it's structured 1-1-2. So this is how most people see it, but they want to see the curve that is associated with it, or the graph. And so what you do is, first off, you click on analysis right here, which will give you more details. And then you can see this drop down of new menus shown. And then we're going to go to the curve. So we click on curve, and this will show us this. So the first thing we want to do is we want to kind of click this down arrow so we can see more of the curve. And then again, I'm going to zoom out. And so zoom out, you can see right here, it shows at 40. I want to press the minus until I get to 100 so that I can see the entire graph. Now, if I want to go back and forth, I can use my mouse, or I can just click these arrows to kind of move backward or forward like this. Then again, I want to make sure that I'm only looking at one trade. So you can see here, here's the trade that I'm looking at. I know this because again, if I'm looking to enter a trade, it's going to show these little tab icons. Again, all these are other trades that I'm in, so I want to make sure I unselect all these other trades and only look at this one trade so that the profit graph is not skewed. Let me move it a bit this way here. So now we can see what this 1-1-2 profit graph looks like. And so we can see here by enabling at expiration, enabling the P&L expiration, and by clicking on P&L Theo, so enable this one, and this one, we can now kind of see what these curves look like and what's going on here for these trades. So first off, this green and red area mark of the curve shows us what happens at the expiration date. And so we can see this on this little info. So see view, click on info, this little gray box here. Again, P&L EXP is at expiration, when this contract expires. If it's trading at this level, what's my profit? If it's trading here, what's my profit? And it shows all that for us. Now, the orange line shows us where our profit and loss is theoretically going to be if the market were to drop. So you can see here, if the market drops, it's going to lead to a loss despite being in the bear trap. That's what happens. The bear trap is only the profit you see at the expiration date, but you can now judge where your loss will be and around what price for a specific trade by viewing the profit graph. Now, again, there's other more advanced things you can do, like you can add in all your other trades to see what your total profit and loss looks like across all your accounts. So if you're trying to kind of like smooth out that curve and eliminate risk, then you can do that as well. But you can see here with all the 1-1-2 structured on, it goes down pretty hard here, but you can see this kind of type of graph that it creates. So now I can see a portfolio risk of how much my account will lose at certain price points in the market. So for instance, if the market gets down to 5,200, 5,200, then my overall account will be down about $8,000. And so again, I can now know how many hedges I need to put on and things like that to kind of help protect against this. So that's how you can view the profit graph. Also, if you want to consider some movement, so like if you want to kind of future forecast what might happen and how price will adjust accordingly, you can do that as well. So on the evaluate at date, you can be like, okay, let's say 2 weeks from now, right? You just zoom in to 2 weeks from where the current date is, and let's say that the implied volatility, which means volatility increases what happens. I can see if I can decrease the vol, I can increase the vol, or do whatever it is I want to do. Let's say I want to increase it, because again, this is going to increase my risk. So again, I can increase these all by 7, and I can see how that would impact the market, because volatility increasing is what would happen if the market were to drop. And so then I can see them all from one place right here. So we can say roughly a 7% increase. So now I can kind of look at the profit and loss graph and see what's adjusting from there. So that's how you see the profit and loss graph on TastyTrade. I hope that makes sense. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more stuff like this, I'm a 112 options trader, and I teach you exactly what I do, and I show you my real results and real profits. So again, if you want to learn more from me, then click the subscribe button down below. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.